I first learned about JELF about 5 years ago, a little less than 5 years ago. I got a call from Nancy Galani, and she asked about the kids and how we're doing, and we ended up having lunch. And at the end of the lunch, I knew all about JELF, and she's asking me, what do you think about joining? And my answer, of course, was a yes. And shortly after, I think the week following, I had coffee with Josh, and he filled in all of the details and submitted the deal, and the rest is history. I have been fortunate enough to participate in a lot of different committees and been to a lot of different meetings, and the most rewarding of all of it to me has been my participation in the loan committee, where I get to see and hear these stories about these kids, trying to go to school in a much different situation than I was raised in and that my kids were raised in, but with the same desire to do the same things that, my kids had. And you see them and you hear the stories and you come to the conclusion that somebody's got to help these kids get there and to do the things that they want to do. Jenna and the team, they are actually performing miracles daily. This year we're going to serve 400 plus people, and in the near term we've talked about numbers close to 1,000. My hope and dreams for JELF is that in the future there's enough resources there so that we can do thousands across many states and end up being the number one place that Jewish kids can turn to get an education. I have known Steve and Eydie for probably as long as JELF's been around, 125 years or so. What I've seen from them, they're true mensches in every sense of the word. They commit their time, they commit their money. They are exactly what people should be emulating these days. And it makes me proud to be working side by side with Steve and Eydie. They're truly the kind of people that a board would love to have. If you've learned about JELF and you hear any of the things that I've said at all, you too will be hooked and realize that what you give, you're going to get back in multiples. When my grandfather was still alive, he was a man of many sayings. And one of the things that he had always told me, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish and he eats for life. That's JELF. And to him, he had always instilled in us the value of education. So it makes me proud to be able to do something that would make him proud.